And today I am a couple minutes late. I just found out that I had scheduled the live for 11 o'clock p.m. So, and it wouldn't let me go live until 5 minutes prior. So I had to go ahead and just fix that. And I scheduled it for 11:05. I'm sorry about that. If you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching on the replay, just hashtag replay it. I am so grateful to be here today. I am still recovering from uh, this illness that I have at this time. It just seems to be lingering and lingering on. So if you're if you just notice my sneezing, a little coughing, it's because I'm still on demand. This year has absolutely been a surprise for me. I don't typically, I'm usually 100% healthy all the time. So I'm having a little bit of uh, green tea this morning. I hope you can hear me actually. Um, Let me just make sure and check the sound here that you can hear me, okay? Hashtag live if you with me, hashtag if you with me live, hashtag replay if you're with me on the replay. I'm going to, so I'm having a sip of some green tea with lemon just to I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry about this sniffling that I have. I'm just gonna test it here to see that everything is working fine. Okay, now I can see that everything is working fine. So that all right, this audio room is pretty much live almost. There's almost no delay if you can hear it in the background. All right. Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure that how to skip the learning curve to get results right now. Yes, I'm going to make this one a real quick one. It's not going to be a long funnel chat today. If you have anything that you'd like to contribute, just make sure to raise your hand. This is the Facebook audio rooms, so it's like a podcast, it's like a radio broadcast, but you can participate, and I encourage your participation. All you do is you go into the comment section and you ask to raise your hand. If you ask to raise your hand, I can allow you to come on and just come on and talk with me, have a chat with me. I'm drinking some green tea, and whatever you're drinking, we can just have a tea party. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if you're going to get some coughing from me. I'm just still in that phase of recovering from my illness. So I'm having some tea. I'll normally have my, uh, sorry about that. So sorry, so sorry, so sorry. My smoothies. But I'm trying to coat my throat and help to recover soon. But I do love this funnel chat. I do love this type of audio room. Like I said, it's a live audio room. It's not a radio broadcast. It's not a podcast because it can be a two-way communication. And I'm gonna make today's funnel chat not too long. Uh, it's just something that I was thinking about this week as I've been uh, spending a lot of time doing some learning. My learning this week, if you watched my funnel chat last week, you heard me talk about my goals for this year. Talk about what I set out to myself to accomplish this year. And I put my goals out there. I sure did. I put it out there for everybody to know, for everybody to see. It's mainly to hold me accountable and just to let you all, give you an opportunity to put yourself out there too as well. Because when you put it out there, you put your goals on paper, it makes it real. So it goes from just being a thought inside your head to being on paper. Now, putting your goals on paper actually just skyrockets the possibility or the chances that those goals will come true. That's how everything that is in physical existence comes into physical existence. It first starts off as a thought in your mind, and the next step is for it to be, for that goal or that thought in your mind to be put on paper. And then I take it a step further by actually speaking it and letting others. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience with me and my congestion. Mm, I'm so sorry, but thanks for your patience. Mm, I'll probably be sniffling throughout this audio room, but thanks for your patience. So putting it out there, putting your goals out there for others to know about it, it kind of puts a fire in you. So now I haven't just said those goals to myself, but I've let others know about those goals, and others can check up on me and see how I'm doing, or keeps me accountable. It keeps me going forward. And so one of my goals, if you watched last, if you listened to last week's funnel chat, one of my goals is with my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is to really grow that channel. And let me go back and see if I can actually remember exactly what that goal is, because I actually have a reminder that I have sent to me, excuse me, every day, and I can read this reminder every day of my goals this year. Excuse me. If you didn't pick up that Google Calendar reminder, here's another plug for one of my YouTube videos that I had right here in the funnel chat. It was 2 weeks ago. It was right before the New Year's, but it was my goal setting workshop. It's, if you haven't listened to it, please go back and listen to it. You are going to be happy that you did. That is a 30-minute live workshop where you can actually visualize your goals, and I give you a timer. I give you time to actually sit down and actually do it. Most times when people give you these goal setting workshops to do, and they say, here, take this, go do it, how many times do you actually do it? How many times have you actually accomplished that? But my goal is to actually get you some results. So I'm putting the tools out there for you. I would love for you to take advantage of them. I would love for you to let me know how they have helped you, but they are out there. So look for that. It's a goal setting workshop. It's a 30-minute power goal, and it includes a goal planner, and it also includes a link to a Google Calendar reminder. And this calendar reminder is your everyday reminder of the goals that you set, along with some positive affirmations. Mm, so I'm looking at some of my goals for the year, and my goal is to grow my YouTube channel. So let me go back to that goal. Mm, sorry. Um, Okay, I do have a goal to get a virtual reality headset. I'm looking at some Oculus uh, headsets to go into the metaverse. Um, I am looking to qualify for and purchase the dream car with Clickfunnels. That's one of my goals here. A goal is to open up an affiliate program for my 4M Accelerator program. And my goal is to grow my total audience to over 20K this year. And I started the year with about 10,000. I'll be starting a funnel building show on Friday inside of the group. I'm sorry, on Thursdays inside, right here inside of this group, along with the funnel chat. The funnel chats are really going to be more of just a candid talks, chats, giving other people right here in the group the opportunity to come on. And I'm completely going off topic right now. Okay, so today's topic of the funnel chat is how to skip the learning curve to get results right now. It's going to be a real short chat, so I'm just talking right now, and I'm just talking what's on my mind. So I'm talking about this funnel chat will just be a way to come on and get practice. I want you to start publishing. Start publishing. Mm. I don't talk about it in today's chat, but one of the ways to skip the learning curve and get results right now is to start doing it now. Start doing whatever it is that you want to do now. We have a misconception, many people have a misconception of what learning is, of what learning is. We think that learning is reading about a subject, reading about how to do something. Well, no doubt there are things that we can learn from reading about things, but there are things that we will learn only by doing them. So uh, if we want to grow an audience, if we want to build an audience on a platform, if we want to earn more money, if we want to uh, have more impact on those around us, even if we want to do more personal things, like we want to have more impact on our children, we want to influence our children. What we have to do is learn about those things, but you, of course, invest your time into those programs, into those tips, into those books, into the learning phase. But the learning phase is just the learning phase. It's not the doing phase. And if you want to skip the learning curve and get results right now, start doing now. Start doing it now. And that's one thing I want you to come on. And if your goal is to be an affiliate marketer, you want to be more present for your environment, and you want to get better at uh, sales, you want to get better at your marketing, you want to get better at your content creation, start publishing now, because you're not going to, as I say, and I'm going to talk about this in today's chat, and you don't learn to swim when you're in the pool. You learn to swim before you get in the swimming pool. You learn to swim before you start to drown. You don't learn to swim before you're drowning. The time to learn to swim is when you're on, excuse me, when you're on dry ground, when you've got the time, and then there's a way to learn. There is a way to learn so that your learning curve is not this just huge, like, okay, let's look at it in the form of a hill. So you can have a hill that just goes straight up, or you can have a hill that has a slight curve going up and just a little hump. Think of like an acne bump, you know, an acne bump, and how the skin is smooth and then it just gradually inclines up and then it goes down. It's a small hump. That's a slow curve. That's a slow curve. Or you could have a mountain, a peak, where you reach the edge of that mountain and it's almost straight up from there. That type of learning curve is a mountain. That type of learning curve can be engineered. It can be reverse engineered. And the reverse engineering is to actually do activity. Okay. So just to reset today's talk is how to skip the learning curve to get results right now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you listening. And hashtag live if you're listening live, hashtag replay if you're listening on the replay. I'm really becoming uh, just even more and more familiar with this funnel, with these live audios on Facebook. And it's an example of how you can actually begin to get better in your own journey, how you can begin to get better in your own journey by actually going out there and doing it. If you need any encouragement, if you need any support, if you need the backing of someone that will encourage you, or maybe we'll call it a gentle nudge to get you out of your comfort zone and to get you out there and doing it. Because the best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago, and the second best time is now. And you're not going to make results unless you start taking action. So I was just talking about my goals for the year. I talked about my goal setting workshop that we did a couple weeks ago. I talked about this week as I was preparing for this funnel chat and what brought up the topic of how to skip the learning curve, because I put my goals out there last year, and one of my goals to grow my total audience to over 20,000 this year, start a funnel building show in this group on Thursdays, um, and then build a funnel each week. So this week, I was really focusing on a key area of my YouTube channel, and that is getting those videos to rank. And I had some super, super awesome results. I had one video that I posted get 2,000 views within 24 hours. Okay, so it's not a record for me, but it is if I can do this consistently, 2,000 views, ranking third on a Google search or a Google and a YouTube search. If you know anything about Google and YouTube, you know that YouTube is owned by Google. So when you search in Google, you're also searching in YouTube, and very many times, Google will show the YouTube video results as well. So that's the traffic that I really want to tap into. That type of traffic is can be more intent based. So they're intent on that search, and I want to bring those in to grow my channel. And also that's a part of me growing my ClickFunnel affiliate to over 100 this year, and that's one of my goals as well. So I was learning this week, and that's what brought up the topic of this week's funnel chat: how to skip the learning curve to get results right now. And now I'll just uh, I'm just going on, but I just want to talk about some of the meat of the subject now. Just remember, if you want any help, support, encouragement, gentle nudge, um, don't hesitate to reach out to me. But I think that in our lives, there's probably some things in your life right now that you think are too hard for you to do. But the truth is, the only reason you think that they're too hard is that you haven't properly learned how to do them. And it's my belief that there's nothing really hard to do. Nothing is hard to do. What's hard is thinking about needing to do something that you don't know how to do yet, and feeling like you have to do it before you learn how to do it. Excuse me. So let's say you don't know anything at all about making money online. Now, you just barely heard that people were making lots of money online, and you've never made a single penny online. And all of a sudden, you decide that I want to start making money online. So as soon as you start learning all of the phrases, the terminology, the language, you begin to realize that people who do make money online speak a totally different language. They're talking about marketing funnels, sales funnels, email autoresponders, content planning, YouTube marketing, social media marketing, IG, and all this other stuff that you've got to have. An email list, a chatbot list, a website, a hosting account, a URL, and you might suddenly feel like you're drowning. That's because you're feeling like you have to learn to swim after you jump in the water. And it doesn't have to work that way. See, there's nothing that's too hard for you to learn if you learn to swim before you jump in the water. So I've heard Robert Kiyosaki say it before when I heard him mm, one of his talks. You know, Robert Kiyosaki from the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series of books, trainings, and coaching. He said that the time to learn to swim, sorry, is not when you're drowning. The time to learn to swim is before you're drowning. And he was talking about people that decide to learn how to control their finances after they're already just underwater in debt. And when people go into learning something out of desperation, it's like trying to learn how to swim when you're drowning. You're going to be flailing. It's going to put pressure on you. You can't breathe. That's the wrong way to learn. And it limits your ability to learn, and it can spread out your learning curve much longer than it has to be. But when you learn to swim before you jump in the water, imagine yourself saying, okay, I'm going to learn the first part of this, whatever this overwhelming big thing is, and I'm going to learn everything there is to learn about this first part. Not only am I going to learn about everything there is to know about this first part, but I'm going to learn how to do everything there is about this first part. Meaning I'm going to actually physically go do everything I've learned about the first part of this big, overwhelming thing. Then I'm going to go on to the second thing and do the same thing. Now, most people won't reach that level because they're what they'll happen is they're far too happy with unmastered things, doing unmastered things. And what I mean when I say unmastered things is what they do is they learn about, let's say making money online or marketing. They learn about marketing and they think that this is the same thing as learning. So they take a component of this big thing and about marketing, and then they attempt to implement it at the same time while they're attempting to learn something else about marketing. What ends up happening is they haven't they haven't learned this first thing well. And because they haven't learned this first thing well, now they're going to stack one unlearned thing about marketing on top of another unlearned thing about marketing. And then they'll learn another thing about marketing and stack another unlearned thing about marketing. So this is stacking one unlearned thing on top of another unlearned thing on top of another unlearned thing. And at this point, when when you're not seeing any results, you might wonder why you aren't seeing any results for your efforts. And the reason you haven't gotten any results is because you have not learned any of those things. You've learned about those things. When you master those things, when you master one component, and when I say master, I mean not just learning about that thing, but learning it and doing it. When you learn about one component, then don't add anything else until you've actually mastered that one component. Then you learn another component and you master that. Now you've got two components mastered on top of each other. Then you learn another thing and you've mastered one thing, one component on top of another, on top of another. You master all of those components, and this is when you can completely master the entire subject, and it happens effortlessly without using any of your conscious resources. Conscious resources, that's when you've reached the level of mastery. Most people are so impatient that they will never become a person of mastery. And I've learned that if you can't do things masterfully, then you won't have what the masters have. And if you struggle from this unmastery, I'm willing to bet that it's a result of some patterns that you have in your life. And it's very likely that if you check your life, you'll find other unmastered things. You'll find phrases like, I'll get back to it later, I'll come back to it after, oh, I'll get to it. And what ends up happening is you end up never coming back to it and never mastering it. You end up being someone who's just average and ordinary, and you wonder why you never get great. You never get great results because you never become the great person who masters things. So master one thing at a time, and you will skip the learning curve. And that's just the shortened version of how to get results right now. And I'm always right at that 30-minute mark. I started a little late, but I'm about 2 minutes from being uh, done. If you're watching live and you'd like to join in, um, just raise your hand. I can acknowledge you and come on. I don't see anyone. Thanks for joining in, but I don't see anyone that's wanting to participate at this time. Here's my shameless plug at the end. Um, I've actually made an audio series. It's a master marketing audio series, and it's a 6-part audio series where I go in depth about mastering your marketing and marketing skills that will shorten your learning curve. This is this is an excerpt. This funnel chat today was an excerpt from one of those audios in that 6-part marketing mastery series. It was a shortened version, but the entire series is available in my 5-day Make More Money Marketing Challenge. During that challenge, you will get access to that audio series. If you haven't taken the challenge before, I'll leave a link around the video so you can actually join it. I do it once a month. If you miss the replays, if you miss the audio series, the video series, the interviews, I do have the replays available. I'll also leave a link for the replays available because if you've watched it, I'm sorry. So, because if you've attended the challenge once, if you want to go through it again, you will have to pay for the replays. So I'll leave a link in the comments to check out the replays. That master marketing series is me doing case studies and really breaking down what it takes to master this game of marketing. And I love marketing. I am a super, super fanatic, and I'll always be here. And I hope that you can geek out on marketing with me. But I'll leave a link around this video somewhere in the comments. Thanks so much for joining another Facebook Live audio funnel chat. I'm glad you could join me. Sorry if you were going to watch this at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Uh, it was 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. But if you're able to catch the replay, just give me a hashtag replay in the comments. What's up? Can I get some love? Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.